Robocop makes an army of himself to take down the Terminators. As he's self-repairing himself, Flo asks him, if you can rebuild your own body, why stop at one? Why don't you make a whole army to take down the Terminators? Because they have their own army. But as every moment passes, he grows colder and more like his enemy. Later on, they find and zap a scout Terminator, as they know that the army is making their way towards them. And this is their final stand, but they will not stand alone, as Robocop has made his own army working as one to help humanity finally take down the Terminators once and for all. But it won't be an easy fight, as they are so desperate, they're willing to do anything to win. And as Robocop barely saves them in the nick of time, they both look at each other and they say, let's get back to work. They both do their best to obliterate as many Terminators as possible. But he finally gets one inside mainframe of Skynet. But it's weird. All of a sudden, he's back at home. And his wife is there in front of him. Meanwhile, back at the battlefield, Flo gets injured. And she tells them, Murphy, you better go after them for me. He snaps out of it. He breaks out of the illusion that Skynet built for him. A perfect life where he could have been happy. They tell him that there is still a chance. You can direct us to a greater glory. We can make you a god. And he says, a Terminator. And he finally shuts them down. And he turns off every single Terminator device and destroys the building. You did it, Murphy. You gave us a second chance, a brighter future. I can go in peace now. Sleep, my friend, for tomorrow you wake up in a better place. He travels back to his time, at the same moment that she did, in some type of flesh bag, and he explodes out of it, emerges, and heads to orbit, as he will not let the fate of the future lie to humanity, and destroys the satellites that will soon become Skynet, to ease his conscience, for there will be a new tomorrow, one without Terminators. Doing so, he ceases from existing, and Flo wakes up not in heaven, but in a new world, free from tyranny. And now, back in his original timeline, the Call of Duty puts him at some sort of ease. The sense of danger is no longer there, but he will continue marching on. Meanwhile, the Terminators send another one back into the past, but this time they messed up. They went way too far back. Their last chance for survival forever gone.